So my daughter tells me you're into history? Yes, I play Hearts of Iron 4. You have exactly 10 seconds to get the F out of my house. Mossad agents leaving Jordan after killing the head of Hamas. Those same agents 5 minutes later heading back to Jordan to revive him from the dead. The US and Soviets, when you ask them who launched the first man-made object into space. 29 years in Nepal. 5 minutes in India. Life is suffering. The myth of consensual peace talks. I consent. I consent. I don't. Isn't there somebody you forgot to ask? Focus on fighting the British and their allies to win the war. Invade Russia. Claim the leadership of the revolution, almost bankrupt the country, suffer a coup d'etat, come back 20 years later, and fix the country. Refuses to elaborate. Wild West wasn't that wild MF when it really was gunslingers, outlaw gangs, and range wars. James A. Garfield. You can't defeat me. Charles Gitter. I know, but he can. Criminally incompetent medical care. Dwight D. Eisenhower's college football career. Jim Thrope. Russians after Tsar Nicholas II abdicated. You have freed us. Vladimir Lenin. Oh, I wouldn't say freed, more like under new management. Your king. Napoleon is in prison. Your country hates you. Napoleon breaks out. You send law enforcement to arrest him. They join him and are coming to kill you. You send the military. They join him too. For your migraine meds, have these special roses. Thanks doc, it's safe, right? Right? There has been no rain for a week or so. Aztecs. Surrender the city. Guzman the good. No. But we've got your son. I don't care. But, that doesn't make any sense. We are going to kill him. Too bad. Here, take my knife. Watching a tribute the 80th anniversary of D-Day on YouTube. Seeing the newest comments. The US spending 180 years building up beautiful, rich, dense cities with amazing infrastructure that were the envy of the world. Suburbanization and the automobile. Tribes the English and French encountered first. Building alliances between tribes. Creating trade routes within the region. Standardized currencies. Tribes the Spanish encountered first. Blood for the blood god. Ancient Greece man. I'll use olive oil as a contraceptive. Ancient Greece woman. Okay. Also ancient Greece woman. Got pregnant anyway. British General Howe lost his precious dog. American soldiers wants to keep the pet to taunt and tea lovers. American General Washington. No. Ellie Whitney. Richard Gatling. This is the exact opposite of what I wanted. If the Maginot Line was so bad, why did the Germans have to go around it? Deep thoughts with the deep. Some nutcase going on a rampage with an armored bulldozer because he couldn't dump his crap in the open. I have done nothing wrong, ever, in my life. Libertarians. I know this, and I love you. The 7 years war lasted for 7 years. The 30 years war lasted for 30 years. The 100 years war lasted for 116 years. People who call Rommel one of the greatest tank commanders. Rommel who used infantry tactics. Austria. Georgia. Giving the world some of its most brutal dictators, but nobody remembers you for it. You wrote an extra long report to inform the emperor while praising him. He punishes you because he hates long report. You rewrite the report to be under 500 words and became the standard for future reports. The emperor still punishes you because it shows you clearly can keep things short but didn't. What makes you think you can be an officer in the Swiss army? I once commanded a regiment of another nation's army in battle. Yeah, so. It was the 82nd Illinois Infantry Regiment of the Union Army at the Battle of Gettysburg. Right this way, Major. Blow my mind. Technically speaking, Current modern day Ukraine is a co-founder of UN organization